Yo, if you want to see the uncut and uncensored version of this video, then make sure you go follow my Patreon. Who? What is good, you big greasy bastards? It's your boy Rico here, back at it again with yet another video. And on today's video, before we get into anything, make sure you go check out my EP if you haven't done so already. Another thing, thank you so much for the overwhelming support on my last video. I did not expect to get 1,000 views in one day, and that is legendary. So thank you guys so much. But today we're going to be telling you guys the story about how I got that little shit back there. Before we get into this video, make sure you leave a big fat thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and if you guys can help make that happen, very good. You guys may have noticed him from one of my EP covers. This boy right here, Stinker, right? He was a kitten when that was taken. He's still a kitten. He's still a little baby. But he was a kitten when that picture was taken. He was a little baby, but he's a big boy now. So let me tell you how I came across this little abomination. This menace to society, right? With his little paws. Look at those little paws. I was at one of my homies' weddings, and basically we were chilling, eating supper, doing the reception, all that. I was dressed up in the drip, you already know. And I had my good old Vans backpack on me. You already know how it is. We have to keep that drip on us, right? So I had this backpack, I had a couple drinks in there, I had some liquor tickets, I had a bong, I had whatever. It doesn't matter what I had, right? What matters is I had this bag. So I drove my motorcycle to the wedding because you already know that I had to show up in style. And it's no Harley Davidson. That. Y'all are pussies that drive Harley Davidsons. I'm driving my 80cc Chinese death trap that I zip tied to my mountain bike, right? So I drove this thing to my buddy's wedding reception, and basically what ended up happening is I was there, I hung out, had a couple drinks, and I found this kitty outside, right? And he was the cutest thing that I have ever seen. I was holding him, I was like, oh my goodness, who do you belong to? I'm gonna have to take that away from you. Yoinkus! Here, play with this. I was holding him like I am right now. I was like, oh my goodness, who do you belong to? And I posted on Facebook, like in local groups and stuff, whose kitty is this? Stuff like that, right? Could never find out whose kitty it was. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out the kitty. Nobody messaged me back. The post is still up. Nobody has to this day messaged me. So you wanna know something? He's my kitty. So I didn't know what to call him for the first couple of weeks, right? So I named him Stink, and ever since then, it's stuck, right? He's a stinky boy, and like, that's just his name. He's a stink. That's his name. Oh. But anyways, I saw this kitty. I was posting all over. Up until when I wanted to leave the wedding. I couldn't find out whose kitty it was. So I went out and I put him in my backpack right here. I stuffed that little bastard in the backpack. I made sure it was empty. Threw everything that was in my backpack in my mom's car. I put the kitty in there and I ripped my motorcycle home. When I got home, I didn't have any kitty food, so I fed him chicken. He loved it, right? He loved it. I gave him chicken and milk. And then the next day, very next day, because nothing was open the night before, the very next day I got some actual kitty food, and he's been my boy ever since. But let me know what you guys think about this real wholesome story. I know it's a bit different from what I usually tell, but I thought it was pretty funny, and it would be pretty interesting to tell. I really love this boy. He'll be a obviously common character in my videos. But anyways, I'm out, boys. Doses.
Big bros with big jets, 2, 2, 3 shots right to your back. Pull up on the block, we finna trap and put that city on the map. Big bros with big gats for 40 bucks. I shake in the glass, got some crush, mix it with Jack, and all my brothers got my